Hey everybody, Mark Agnesi here again in the back room at Norman's Rare Guitars, and welcome back to another episode of Guitar of the Day. You know, she says go and we start doing these. Yesterday I got a little wrapped up in talking and stuff, forgot to talk about passing of Chester Bennington. Another one's really sad, and I don't know what to say because we keep having to say stuff on these things, but you know, success and happiness I think are two totally different things, and you look at people that are really successful and you just assume happiness is there, and that's not necessarily the case, and you never know why people do the stuff that they do or the pain that's going on behind some of that stuff, but it's another really sad one. So we're really sorry to hear that. Guys from Lincoln Park been shopping here for a long time, and our thoughts go out not just to Chester's family but to everybody in the band, all their families, the crew. They're all a bunch of friends of ours, so another sad day. Man, not to be a drag today, but it's not probably going to get much better here, but I got a really cool guitar for your Flat Top Friday. This is kind of another in memoriam as well. Why don't you guys come back, see what we got this week. This one is from 1992. This is an original Collings D2H that was personally hand-built by Bill Collings, and has a AAA Brazilian Rosewood back and sides on it. This is the reason there is a Collings today, man. You know, Collings makes all sorts of cool stuff now. Solid bodies, thin lines, mandolin stuff. That whole company was built on the backs of guitars like this that Bill built. We've never done a Collings before. They're kind of newer than what we normally do, but last Friday Bill had passed away. It was a pretty big loss for the guitar business and all the people that love him. Bill was one of the great builders. He started in Houston, Texas back in the 70s. I think he was going to medical school, I read, and he just wasn't digging it, dropped out, started building guitars. I think he worked on the pipeline kind of thing to pay the bills while he was building guitars on the side. His story really begins in the late 70s when he met up with Lyle Lovett, great Texas artist, one of my favorite songwriters. Built a guitar for Lyle, and the word kind of started to spread from there. Throughout the 80s he was still kind of a one-man operation, and once you get to the kind of the end of the 80s, I think it was in 1989, George Gruen from Gruen Guitars in Nashville placed kind of a big order. I think he ordered 24 pieces from Bill. He had heard about Bill's work, kind of wanted to showcase what he could do, ordered 25 or 24 guitars, kind of really put Bill on the map. He started to finally was able to hire a couple employees, got a new facility, and then this one's from 1992. So this is still at the very early part of Collings as a company. What's pretty cool, I have this in the case as well. This is from Collings. The original owner of this guitar contacted them to get some specs on the guitar. So with the guitar purchase here, if you buy this one, this comes from Collings saying they did some research and managed to pull the serial number. It was in fact a Brazilian Rosewood AAA grade select Sitka spruce top, completed in November of 1992, and was personally built by Bill Collings with the signed label inside the guitar, signed by Bill Collings as well. So that kind of lays out what we're dealing with here. And speaking of the Brazilian Rosewood, check out the set that they used on this. Really gorgeous, nice book match on it, nice black stripes going through the kind of chocolate brown color.
Wow.
Really fantastic stuff. You know, Bill was kind of famous in the beginning for kind of building Martin style guitars, so this would be kind of his version of a herringbone D28 from kind of the golden era of Martin, which would be kind of that mid to late 1930s. So this has got a forward shifted scalloped X-brace pattern like you'd see on the Martins from that time. Obviously the spruce rosewood, you have the herringbone trim on the top, ebony board, ebony bridge with the snowflake inlays. Basically his version of the great era of Martin D28s. And this thing is particularly special. These Brazilian Rosewood ones are very sought after and collectible guitars to the guys who know about great guitar building, and Bill was definitely one of the greats. So today's one's for Bill. Let's go out to the couch. We'll hit this thing with our fingers with the pick, see what kind of sounds it makes. All right, we're on the couch here. We've got the 1992 Collings D2H with the Brazilian Rosewood back and sides that was hand built by Bill. Let's put it through the paces here. Let's start with the fingers. We'll switch to a pick in a little bit. Let's pick up a flat pick. Let's see how it passes the old Agnesi bang on it real hard test. Spoiler alert, it passes. All right, let's hit it with a pick here. That's the good stuff right there from 1992. This is an original Collings D2H. It's kind of their herringbone D28 copy. This one's got fantastic AAA grade Brazilian rosewood back and sides and was personally built by the late great Bill Collings. What a guitar, what a story. He will be greatly missed, but his legacy is fine and he will be remembered as one of the greatest American guitar builders of all times. This one's for sale right now. You guys are interested, give me a call. There's your Flat Top Friday. Follow me on Instagram at Mark Agnesi. Follow the store at Norman's Rare Guitars. And check this and the rest of these guitars out online at normansrareguitars.com. One more guitar of the day for the week and we're out. We'll see you guys back here tomorrow for one final episode, Guitar of the Day. Peace.